let you know that. Listen, once you step in me, no one told you now, see that's a no-go. Oh, she fine like when I'm dancing on a logo. But no, it ain't not for free. My minimum fee go crazy. I'm dropping them gems, no Maybach. Look, that's the reason they pay me. I came up with the homies, was running plays a lot. So it's a double entendre when they say play the block. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice is cold. I'm only here to even the scope.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now Dallas' starting group. Thompson, the small forward, Washington holding down the four. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Gafford in at the center position. And for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Porzingis finds Brown. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And so it's Dallas with it. Outside Irving. Washington against Tatum. And here's Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Down low. Tatum inside. He's guarded by Washington. That one's good for 2.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior. Yes, sir.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Doncic launches from deep. A quick shot there. It's off target.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Jason Kidd inking a multi-year contract extension, Doris. He'll remain the Dallas head coach.
Well, B.A., you have to give Jason a ton of credit for the job he's done with this basketball team. And think about it. Your coach is a Hall of Fame level floor general in his own right. And now your best player, Luka Doncic, is an elite point guard. Just a perfect match.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one.
Yeah, on defense, you really see shooter any space.
Here's Porzingis, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
From deep, here's Doncic. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Holiday.
Yeah, great body control, and no one was around on defense to contest.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Horford, he's checked in for Boston.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics, number 42, Al Horford.
Gafford passes to Doncic. Here's Washington. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Holiday passes to Horford. Over Washington. Horford can't hit.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. White against Irving. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter. And his
clutch moments go far beyond in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the bucket by Boston.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up. You can't slow him down. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Lively's checked in. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 7. Pass to Irving. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Horford. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Irving. Dallas, no good that time either. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Celtics lead by 7. White for 3. Washington grabs the miss. A minute 31 left in the opening quarter. Irving, the pass to Lively. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Porzingis. Now the Celtics on the move. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's Doncic outside. Connects from downtown. Doncic has got 6 points.
Well, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
Knocks down the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 6, and it's Irving missing. And here's Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Cornette's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for White. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Puts up a 3. Marshall can't hit. Boston leading by 7. Here's Holiday. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. He's got 5.
On top of the speed and power, Holiday makes good decisions. Right there, not forcing anything.
Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Horford. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's Boston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. More 2K action in... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Hauser. He's scoreless.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie.
There you see Kyrie with the speed and the open floor right there.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Here they come.
Boston with some changes. Porzingis comes in for Cornett, and Drew Holiday is subbed in for Hauser. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Pritchard. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, PA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
They get it back for 3. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Pritchard. The offensive rebound. Another shot. Porzingis punishing inside.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
Celtics foul.
Washington's checked in for Marshall.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Maverick substitution, number 25, P.J. Washington.
So it's the Mavericks now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Lively. Back to Dinwiddie. Now Lively launches it. The rebound, Celtics. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Pritchard. Over Dinwiddie. Pritchard, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Exum. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Klay Thompson comes in for Exum. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Irving. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Pritchard. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Nice shot from the wing. Tatum's got 7 points in the game. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Gafford following the bucket by Boston. From deep, here's Doncic. Another miss by Doncic.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Holiday. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. He's got 7.
A crafty ball handler that knows how to get defenders off balance. Holiday gives life to his team's offensive output.
And the dunk by Gafford.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Changes here for the Celtics. Kornet's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's White in for Pritchard. And Dallas also making a switch. Irving's checked in. Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Doncic against Holiday. Fires from deep. Doncic, no good. Celtics lead by 8. Here's Porzingis. Buries it down low. Porzingis has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you love to see him use his size in the paint.
Third personal foul.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Doncic hits them both. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Thompson, still without a bucket. Shoots from the baseline. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Porzingis.
To me, this is when Derek White is at his most dangerous. When the jumper is falling, it opens up the other aspects of his game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Porzingis for 3. Oh, that's...
Well, we know that when Kristaps gaining an offense.
Pass to Irving. And the call will be against Derek White. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Free throw good from Irving. Both free throws good from Irving.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Cornette. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 7 assists in the game. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court right now for Dallas. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the 4. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Doncic missing. Celtics lead by 11. White for 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks.
Dallas ball.
And for Dallas, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
NBA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Porzingis. Ooh, strong take by Porzingis.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic passes to Washington. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The layup misses.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Here's Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Doncic. 16 points for him. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Pritchard's checked in for Holiday.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
Doncic against Porzingis.
Peyton Pritchard.
Pass to Gafford.
Celtics foul. Peyton Pritchard. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And he's going for the lob. Doncic finds Gafford. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Just another ho-hum, brilliant offensive performance from Luka Doncic.
Here's White. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
White can't hit. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Thompson driving inside, lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you love that exploiting of a window of opportunity. Klay Thompson thought of as a shooter. Guess what? I can put it on the deck as well.
Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And the dunk by Gafford.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. Wing shot on the way. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got 8 here in this quarter.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Washington outside. Gafford with the ball. Inside. And Washington powers it through.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Pass to Porzingis. Over Gafford. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic outside. 20 feet out. Again, Dallas.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
White, good.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Thompson. White with the steal. There's a minute 26 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Boston with some changes. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for White. A minute 20 left in the third. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Horford goes in, and the shot goes in. Horford's got his second basket of the game. Here's Doncic. 20 points for him. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie, and he dunks it down.
Well, this is a point guard who can flat get off the floor. Dinwiddie using his vertical to his advantage.
Horford for three. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And here's Horford for three. Offensive rebound. Kornet passes to Horford. Tries again. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Exum's checked in for the Mavericks.
Checking in for the Mavericks. Number 0.
Mavericks trail by 7.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
There's 18 seconds left in the third.
Celtics foul. Jaylen Brown. Third personal foul.
Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Shooting for Dallas. Luka Doncic. At the line for 2.
And he drops. First.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Here's Kornet, covered by Lively. Pritchard. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Richards got 6.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That'll get him his 4th foul. Of the game, due to the bonus, he will head to the line for 2. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Doncic, 2 shots.
Doncic hits them both. Boston with the ball. Here's Hauser. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Boston out in front, up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Luke Cornett out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Celtics lead by 5. To the inside. Here's Horford. The shake. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Irving, the pass to Dinwiddie. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And the Mavericks making a change here. Exum's checked in.
Dante Exum.
Dinwiddie with it. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And there's Horford on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
You have to contest shots no matter where Al Horford is on the floor. That time, he's working the mid-range.
Dinwiddie. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Cornett with the bucket.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Irving up top, pounded by Tatum. And they pick up 2. Lively's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, a point guard's responsibility in part in today's NBA, get their guys going. And Kyrie Irving doing just that.
Cornett with the bucket.
Boy, found a little room from behind the arc, and there was no hesitation. Just lets it fly.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's foul number 2 for him. The Celtics making a switch here. Holiday is checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardy, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. here for the Celtics. Porzingis has checked in for Cornette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Doncic passes to Irving. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Porzingis, first personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Dallas, Klay Thompson.
And that one misses. Mavericks trail by 3. Now Doncic. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. White, the pass to Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Now here's Doncic. Outside Irving. Goes back up. Boston pulls it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Tatum way outside. Oh, Tatum slings it from deep.
Well, Jason Tatum always working to expand his range. He might as well be in the next county.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul, 3rd team foul.
White against Doncic. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th personal foul, 4th team foul.
And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by White.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Holiday. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game over.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Good on the first, and that brings him within single digits.
2 shots.
Doncic hits them both. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. White for 3. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Mavericks trail by 8. The ball's knocked loose. And here they come. Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Porzingis passes to Brown. Counted. And the Celtics lead by 8.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. And here's Doncic outside. Boston with a rebound.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Brown. Gafford grabs the miss. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 7.
He's going to be kicking himself all night. This isn't the time to be wasting opportunities.
White finds Porzingis. Back to White. Now Porzingis over Gafford. And that one's good. Porzingis.
From the mid-range, Kristaps Porzingis release points so high.
And Dallas calls time here. They're down by 9. Here's Doncic off the inbound pass. The Luka 3, money.
Luka Doncic is the option, folks. You see the trust they place in him and why.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Brown with it. Gafford picks him up.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
At the line for 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Doncic finds Washington. Here's Porzingis. And so it's Boston with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. There's a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said it, I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me, I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. Yeah, having some twins, there's 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you're doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my and shit. I thought about for practice, like I've been auditioning. What you started to.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Thompson is out there with Irving. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Washington. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Well, we should be in for a good one here, Richard. This game has all the makings of a shootout.
Yeah, these are 2 high-powered offenses. I feel for all the defenders in this one because they're going to have their hands full.
And that one's good by Davis.
I'm going to be honest. Like, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
Ball's knocked loose, taken away by Holiday. The kick out to Brown. Shoots over Washington. Brown, good.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Irving passes to Thompson. Washington against White. Shot left block. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now Irving after Jason Tatum missed on that. Last three-pointer. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Irving launches it from deep. And Tatum pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Drops in the tray.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and